Honorable Srimati Alka Sirohi, Member Union Public Service Commission, Sri Malay Mukherjee, Chairman of the Board of Governors of MDI, members of the Board of Governors of MDI, Professor Ashok Panjwani, Dean Graduate Programs, Professor D.P. Goyal, Dean Executive Graduate Programs, Professor Chatterjee, Dean for Faculty and Special Initiatives, Professor N.P. Singh, Dean for Research and Accreditation, Professor V.K. Gupta, Dean for Continuing Education, Professor Atmanand, Dean for Consulting and Advancement, honorable members of the foreign diplomatic missions in India, honored guests, parents and members of the families of my students, my colleagues on the faculty, members of staff, eminent members from the media, distinguished audience, and my dear students. It's an honor for MDI and a privilege for all of us to have Srimati Alka Sirohi to grace this convocation, which is an annual milestone in the academic life of MDI. I'm thankful to you, ma'am, for finding time for MDI to be here to grace the occasion and to deliver the convocation address. It was on 22nd March last year that I presented to you the Director's Report for the year 2012-13. Much has happened over the last 1 year, and it is with reasonable amount of pride and satisfaction that I stand before you once again sharing with you the progress during the year gone by. Last year we had promised to deliver signal achievements in 5 areas, and I am presenting before you the accomplishments around those chosen goals. The first goal that we had set for ourselves was increasing international engagement and MDI footprint globally. During the year, as my chairman just now pointed out, we entered into 7 new partnership agreements with institutions abroad. These include University of Maribor in Slovenia, Nepal Administrative Staff College in Nepal, Kathmandu University School of Management in Nepal, Royal Institute of Management in Bhutan, Group ISCAE in Morocco, Cyprus International Institute of Management in Greece, and Universidade Católica Portuguesa in Portugal. It may be emphasized that we did put a special emphasis on connecting with the neighboring countries while we expanded our network from the then existing 50 partnerships to 57 institutions this year. The second goal that we had set for ourselves was global integration through diversity in our programs. We launched a series of global conferences to be held in different continents of the world. The curtain raiser event was held last week at MDI that attracted participation from 8 countries, represented by 151 delegates affiliated to 91 institutions. More than 50% of the papers presented at the conference were authored by women delegates. The next 2 conferences are being held in South Asia and Australia over the next 8 months. The theme of the conference series is Managing in Recovering Markets, something that we believe is of relevance to everyone in the world today. The third goal for us was connecting with the Indian B School community. We extended the scope of our collaboration with the B schools of Indian universities by entering into more partnerships this year. There were 6 business schools that benefited from the International Summer University Initiative last year. This edition is likely to benefit 7 more. Becoming the preferred destination. This was the 4th goal. MDI has become the preferred B school in India for the foreign academics, with 7 of them choosing to accept adjunct faculty appointments at MDI during the last 1 year. Adjunct faculty members came and spent time with us, delivered courses, or participated in other academic pursuits. We may be able to add some more overseas faculty as adjunct professors this year too. Last goal that we had set for ourselves was becoming the most imitated B school. We are flattered when we are emulated. We also believe that we must be doing the right things when others follow us. We saw the top schools in India imitating our executive education programs, our twining graduate programs, and our initiatives on International Summer University. This year, we are awarding 554 diplomas. We are thus contributing a total of 554 trained managerial personnel for the growth and development of the society today. These include 3 diplomas to students from our overseas partner school EDEC in France, which is being delivered through a double degree arrangement. My congratulations to these 3 international students for having chosen MDI for their education. As many graduates as we are sending out today, we are in the process of admitting an equivalent number of students to our various programs this year. Some of my colleagues are involved in this process at outstations during this period. There's one doctoral degree that we are awarding this year, and we hope that the recipient would influence quite a few young minds over the years through his teaching and research. We have a total of 96 doctoral students on our rolls at the moment, 40 full-time and 56 part-time. The doctoral program at MDI is an investment in the future of this country because doctoral program produces future teachers who in turn would produce future managers. The program is entirely funded by our own resources, and we see this program as our small contribution to the society. Shortage of faculty is now a global challenge, but I am happy to report that MDI is lucky in this regard. Thanks to our nurturing environment and competitive spirit, good faculty is always aspiring to work for MDI. We have amongst us 80 faculty members that collectively reflect over 2,000 years of human wisdom. We benefit from 7 international academics and 3 senior Indian academics as adjunct professors. They are a combination of domain and gender diversity, bound together by their commitment and international repute. This group of existing faculty during the year contributed 33 publications in international and national journals. They produced 5 books, wrote 6 chapters in other books, and contributed 13 cases to international case clearing houses. They shared their research at 48 international conferences and 6 national conferences during the year. Also, in addition, there were 12 articles published in different newspapers or magazines and 10 book reviews, and my faculty members attended 35 national and international workshops, seminars, and roundtables. In terms of advisory activities, our faculty completed 17 consulting assignments and are carrying forward 12 more, which are at different stages of completion. I have no hesitation in saying that I am proud of my faculty, and so is MDI. More than 150 academics and managers from other organizations supplement and complement our teaching effort in their roles as visiting or guest faculty. For over 120 days during the last year, at least one international academic was our guest living on our campus. Thus, every third day, we had an overseas guest amongst us. Half of our faculty traveled overseas during the year, leading various executive groups or participating in different international conferences and deliberations, acquiring a richer and broader global perspective. More would travel this year and leave indelible footprints behind. MDI has always been contributing to the economy by training business managers who are at different stages of their career trajectories. We conducted 136 training programs benefiting 3,051 managers and civil servants of Indian nationality and 250 managers of foreign nationalities. Of these, 176 participants were trained abroad in Europe and the United States. We are proud of our contribution towards the rehabilitation and resettlement of the senior officers of the Indian Armed Forces, for whom we have a customized 6-month program to enable them to start their second career in civil life or civilian life. MDI is proud to be the most globalized B school. We now have substantive collaborations, as I mentioned earlier, with 57 institutions. We hosted 44 students from our partner schools who came and spent more than 3 months or more alongside the Indian students in different programs. Of these, 3 came for longer duration and therefore are earning their second degree from MDI. 65 students from MDI went overseas to complete a part of their studies at one of the collaborating institutions, while 50 students went overseas for a double degree. This translates into a very simple number that 1 out of every 5 graduating students today has an international exposure and is ready for a global challenge. Leveraging its international partnership, MDI has now added 7 Indian universities and institutions in a network of learning called the International Summer University. The first edition of this was held last summer, which brought 40 top-ranking students from Indian institutions spanning from Kottayam to Kashmir and many international students for a joint learning for 7 weeks from the 7 best international professors teaching courses of global relevance on our campus. The next edition of the Summer University begins in 5 weeks from now. MDI is an educational institution, and its success should be measured in terms of its ability to impart high-quality education and produce responsible citizens. Placements are a limited reflection of this success. Out of the 332 full-time postgraduate students, 321 have already signed up for their jobs, against 325 job offers that were received. 11 students have chosen alternative career paths. Some more offers are still trickling in as on date. I wish to thank all the 156 companies that visited our campus to recruit our graduates. Of these, 59 companies were new recruiters. My special thanks to 97 companies that reposed repeated confidence in our graduates and came to recruit at MDI this year. The social and community life on MDI campus is primarily driven by some 800 residents that include about 700 young students. To supplement the educational activities and to make learning more enriching and enjoyable, our students organize various events that keep this campus buzzing all through the year, and which also brings their counterparts from other B schools to the campus. While our students strive for academic excellence, they also find time to do things that touch people in communities around us through Samaritans, the social initiative club. I have so far tried to provide you some snapshots of the year that was at MDI. Let me take a moment and look at the future. In defining our future direction, we are attempting to define an Indian identity and model of business management education that is being shaped by a range of environmental characteristics that clearly differentiate the Indian scene as compared to the American or the Western scene. As a result of these contextual and cultural differences between India and the Western world, the following themes and differentiating factors need to shape the Indian business management education. Belief in socially responsible management education, close linkages between business schools and corporate organizations, balance between rigor and relevance of academic activities, internationalization and globalization. Let me therefore set the aspirations for next 1 year. We would strive towards increasing international engagement and involvement, supporting and disseminating research that matters, receiving more recognition and international accreditations, fostering social innovations, and becoming an institution of national pride. These dreams and aspirations will put pressures on our resources and demand more from all of us. But history shows that we are at our best when we face challenges. During the last year, I wished my students well on different occasions, but I cannot give up the opportunity of wishing them well one more time. My graduating students, to you, I would like to say, the world is going through a crisis, and organizations may have to gear themselves up to meet the challenges. However, we are confident that our endeavor to equip you with necessary skills and abilities will help you and your organizations come out of the crisis successfully. We have tried to develop in you the right attitude to make a positive difference not only in your organization but the community as well. You should be proud of your accomplishments, tolerant to your failures, and forward-looking in all your actions. I wish you well, I wish you Godspeed, I wish you great honors, and I wish you good luck. Let me end by thanking our chief guest, our chairman, members on the board of governors, my faculty colleagues, my staff, my honored guests, and the distinguished members from the media, and everybody who is here to be a part of these celebrations of our success. Thank you all very much.